Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, Crackhead with a Microphone, the only podcast in the world where you hand a crackhead a microphone and you listen to him talk until you wonder if you are the high one. My name is K Rock Dizzle. Let's get into it.
Um, okay, so before this episode begins, I just want to give a quick PSA to everybody listening, or like maybe watching a clip on TikTok, or just however you feel, however you find me. Just quick message to everybody. Um, don't call me. Like, I don't feel like that's something I should have to say, but like, don't personally contact me over the show. One, it's all jokes, and two, it's my opinion. And if you don't like my opinion, there's a comment section for that. Like, you can leave a very nice or not nice or very mean spirited or hateful or whatever comment in the comment section. But, like, yeah, don't call my fucking phone though. Just want to put that out there. Don't call me. Use the comment section. On to the episode. All right, guys. I know it's been a while, to say the least. Life has just been crazy. I don't really want to get into like the nitty gritty, but I'm back and I'm gonna try to be back consistently. Mm, We're not calling this a new season though. Anyway, back to our regular schedule program. We're gonna pretend like nothing ever happened. Let's get into the fuckery. Now, y'all ever read comic books? I feel like I've never really done an episode about comic books. Like, we've talked about wrestling, we've talked about movies, we've talked about, I think I've talked about cartoons on here. Like, I talk about other stuff about, like, I never really talked about comics, and I feel like I should. So let me educate y'all. Now, I'm gonna warn y'all straight up. I really don't know how many jokes I'm gonna make in this episode, because talking about comic books is usually just so utterly ridiculous that you don't really need to make any jokes about it. You just kind of have to let what these books are about marinate. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to be funny, but honestly, y'all might just be laughing at what I'm saying about these books. Um, so for those who don't know, first Saturday of May every year is Free Comic Book Day nationally. A bunch of comic book stores give out a bunch of free books. Companies from all over, Marvel, DC, Image, Mad Cave, Vault, whatever other company, they all give a free version of some book. They're like, hey, send these to the comic book stores. People who show up get these books for free. And the books are usually just like previews. So where you like, oh yeah, like you read it and it's just like to be continued in episode one, and you're like, oh shit, I should probably go buy episode one. So like, it's a marketing thing. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's anything but it's a fun marketing thing. You get to see a bunch of books, maybe see some stuff you never thought you'd read, see what's new, see what's coming out for the summer. Because comic books are kind of like movies where like a lot of the big stuff happens over the course of the summer. And I went to comic book day this year. I went to the store. There's a comic book store opened not too long ago, not far from my house. And I decided, hey, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get some of these free books. We gonna see what's good. I definitely saw what was good. I don't even know where to start. Like, I feel like here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to like go through each of these books individually. Just be like, here's what I got. Here's what this is about. Like they're so utterly crazy. I should probably pause my recording. That would just make the most sense. Okay, so the first book. These are alphabetical, and I also do want to preface this. I didn't get every book that was available, like in general. The store ran out of some copies of some stuff, and like there was just some stuff I wasn't grabbing. Like I'm a grown ass man. I'm not grabbing a copy of the Loud House. I'm very sorry. Like I don't know. Like the Loud House is a good show, but I don't see myself reading a Loud House comic. But some stuff was out. I didn't get like the Mad book, Mad magazine. DC owns Mad magazine, so they put out like a drawing for that. Um, but yeah, let's start with Absolute Power. This was DC. This is a prelude. For this is how you know the shit is just funky from the start. So you get this story, this like preview. It's about Amanda Waller. She's trying to do some stuff with superheroes. She's got this one girl named Amanda. Like I don't even know. All right, y'all know Amanda Waller. Like I don't have to explain Amanda Waller. We've seen enough Suicide Squad stuff over the past like decade for everyone to know that Amanda Waller is not like a good person. You hear Amanda Waller, you're thinking like, oh, she's doing some nut shit. We got Amanda Waller. We got Failsafe, which is basically robot Batman but evil. She's capturing superheroes. She's got this one bitch who can see the future. She's like, tell me my plan succeeds. Tell me my plan succeeds. She looks in the future, and the Justice League are all like in chains and locked up. And the girl lies, and it's like, I don't see anything. And she's like, you're a liar. You're a liar. Like, it's not much to work off. It's kind of just mostly the visual of the Justice League being in chains, and you knowing that that's what she wants. But also, like, what the hell? So. So then it says the story continues in House of Brainiac. And House of Brainiac is, I guess, an event that they're doing, which is a crossover between Superman Action Comics and just Superman. I don't know how to make that funny. Like, I just told everyone that they're doing a story where Superman crosses over with Superman, and it's 3 months long, and it requires you to not only read those, but has tie-ins with Green Lantern and Power. And like, what else is there to say? Like, I can't make that any funnier than it is. All the Supermans are just gonna fight, and it's Brainiac and Lobo teaming up. What the hell? Like Lobo and Brainiac is like that's literally Pinky and the Brain, but if Pinky was like a masochist. Like that's all it is. Lobo's very much just like I want to shoot and fight and kill and like Lobo is comic book version of 2009 Randy Orton. I don't know if it's cool to call Lobo a crash out, but that's what Lobo is. Crash out teaming up with a genius. Also, I read the first part of this story. The whole thing isn't out yet. I read the first part of House of Radiac. I was like, let me see what this is hitting for. The Earth is quarantined. Like, and for some reason in this universe, Earth is quarantined. Superman has to go to space, and they're all like, "Huh, how are you going to get past the quarantine borders? What the fuck? First of all, why the fuck is the Earth quarantined? They don't even tell you that. They're just like, oh, to find out, read this other book. They go, what? So the Earth is quarantined. These niggas still in COVID, I guess. But also, y'all not letting Superman dip? How was he supposed to save the planet? How is he supposed to team up with the Justice League? This man just can't. What the fuck? Like, so that's happening. Then you get another preview for the Absolute Power, which is weird because they give you a preview, tell you to read House of Brainiac, which is a 3 month thing, then give you another preview for Absolute Power number 1, in which Superman gets shot. Like he's flying, they shoot at him, and the bullet pierces him. And it's just like, wow. They shot Superman. It's a shocking ass panel to just come across, bro. Like, seeing Superman bleeding from bullet holes is just the type of stuff you'd never imagine you see. But like, what the fuck, bro? This isn't even as wild as it gets. But that's the first book. I got Barda. Barda's pretty chill. It's basically about some girl named Barda. They live on Apocalypse. They're ruled by Darkseid. She's gonna turn against Darkseid. It's a like I honestly want the when does this come out? When does the full copy of this come out? June, of course. It's another thing, bro. They give you these books. You read them. You're like, damn, bro. When this drop? June. No, you get these books the first week of May. So they're really like, yeah, bro, hop back next month. And they don't even give you a date. That's another thing that's irking me. All these Jones are June 2024, July 2024. June what, my nigga? Like, and Marvel seems to be the only website that actually gives you dates. DC just keeps going, oh yeah, subscribe to our online join. No, I don't want that shit. Arkham Asylum. This is like the Secret Life of Pets, but DC. Like, you want to see the Joker's dogs team up? Because that's what this is. Like, like I don't know how else. Like, and then these books have like previews for other books. Like, yeah, bro, Batman and Scooby Doo Mysteries, a brand new series on sale now. Who asked for that? Who really was like, yeah, bro? You know what? We fire Scooby Doo and Batman. Granted, Scooby Doo is just a crossover. Like, he'll cross over with anybody. Like, literally anybody. You got Blood Hunt. That's Marvel. Marvel got fucking vampire. Marvel got niggas fighting vampires. First of all, Marvel might be the funnier of the two companies, the two big companies. Like DC's putting out like, yeah, they're goofy, but at least they're like regular comic book goofy. Meanwhile, these Marvel books have Disney just all on their ass. And I'm gonna explain what I mean, bro. So basically, I guess because Disney owns Marvel and Disney owns Fox, Disney told Marvel, hey, make some comics out of those popular Fox characters you own now. So like, Planet of the Apes gets a comic and other Fox movies get a comic. But then but then they're like, yeah, bro, go wild. It's in this book. You see an advertisement for a series that's so utterly like ridiculous that I can't even like fathom telling you guys. But for some reason they're just like, yeah, bro, copy of Wolverine versus Predator, issue 1 on sale now. I told my friend about this. I was like, they got Wolverine fighting Predator in a comic book. It's like, bro, some nigga in his 40s is going crazy right now, bro. He's probably like, that's the toughest shit ever. But like, who really gives a fuck about the Predator that much? Like, who really say, yeah, bro, Predator and Wolverine will be a deadly fight? I'm trying to see that. They gave Wolverine Ghost Rider powers too. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah. Anyway, back to the actual Blood Hunt story. Dracula's taking over. So, first of all, I hate how they got Dracula in this bitch looking drippy as hell. Dracula, Dracula looked like he got the same fashion stylist as Gunna, bro. He pulled up in this like red armor suit, this white cape. He got the white hair, this glowing sword. Like this ain't Dracula, bro. This is Dracular. Like I don't, bro. I wish I could show visuals on a podcast. I don't even know how well the episode is gonna do because it's hard to really like audibly describe how goofy some of this shit is. Because they got Dracula and her looking like he just came off of Project Runway, and now he's trying to take over Earth. Then there's another X-Men story in here. Honestly, it's pretty regular X-Men stuff. Like it's the most regular story you'll probably ever see. Definitely the most regular story I got from Free Comic Book Day. And then at the very last page, Deadpool Wolverine in World War Three. Deadpool Wolverine fighting in World War Three. Okay. We got Boombox, which I didn't read yet. I didn't read a lot of these books. I should also point that out yet. I should also point that out. But this thing looks really fun. It's all colorful and shit. I don't know what it's about though, so I had to get back to you on that. The Curse Verse. This book is ass. This book is some top flight cheeks. I mean, is it cheeks? Yeah, it's cheeks. I didn't like it. It's four previews in here, and I didn't like any of them. I'm like, this is all just like corny. And there's this whole spiel in here about like, oh yeah, we're a company trying to put comics back to their basics. The good guys punching the bad guys. The first preview in here is kind of funny because this is like these dudes are in a bar. This takes place in Germany, right? They're all like, "Oh yeah, football. We love football," because they're talking about soccer. And it's the 19th century. It's 1938. So this is mid World War II. Like this is straight like in the middle of World War II in Germany. These two dudes are talking in this British accent. Every other word, there's like an asterisk at the bottom telling you what they mean. The dudes are getting into an argument, and I think like the one group of dudes are all like, "Yeah, bro, Hitler, you know, something about yeah, bro. I rock with Hitler." He puts his hand on this one girl. Then the one girl calls in her robot and just like beats the shit out of her. And yeah, her and her robot go around punching Nazis. That's what that is. There's a story in here about a girl who's a witch. I don't know. They didn't really give you much. They're just like, oh yeah, news of the world, sports, World War II, society. Also, there's been sightings of a witch. There's Cemeterian, which is a guy who's a ghost who fights grave robbers. Yeah, I didn't really get his name. Then there's Night Terror, who's like a vampire lady. Yeah, this whole thing was like not for me. I don't know. Maybe people like it. I don't know. There's a Far Cry book. It reads backwards like a manga. Not really sure what to make of that. Gotcha Man number 0. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Like this book is great. Like I like this book. I want to read the full series when it comes out. But once again, one they put out a book in May and they're like, yeah, bro, issue 1 in June. What the fuck, bro? Now I gotta wait till June. Why? This is two previews. It's actually a preview for Gotcha Man, and then there's like what's that nigga called? The villain? Oh, Galactor. So Galactor is getting his own miniseries, and then there's the Gotcha Man series, which is 5 issues, and then there's gonna be some one shot specials over the course of the month. But like, come on, bro. But like, bro, who asked for a comic book about an anime from the 90s? Like, Gotcha Man is old as shit. Like, I'm not mad because it's a good book, but I'm lost on like who's supposed to be reading this. It's like, what? I don't know. This is a book about this dude who drives cars. It's chilling. It's black and white. It's nothing crazy. Oh my god, I did get the Loud House book. I'm such a dummy. I grabbed it because I was like, oh, let me grab it anyway. It's the Loud House. I don't. As you can probably guess, I didn't read it. I probably should read it. I do like the Loud House, like the show. Although me and all my niggas hate the creator. Fuck him. I'll probably watch the Loud House on Paramount Plus after this. Anyway, there's a Pokemon book. It's also backwards because it's a manga. There's a Ninja Trolls book, another Marvel book, a book about the Valiants. The Valiants is low key funny to me, but like not because of any real reason, but just because like they really tried to like. Okay, I don't know if anyone remembers that horrible movie that Vin Diesel was in. It was called Bloodshot, but that's based on a comic book, and Bloodshot is by Valiant Entertainment, and he's like their premiere guy. And that movie flopped, but like now they're making like an Avengers, not a movie, but just like they took like the four most popular Valiant people and put them in a comic book, and like I don't know. It's always funny seeing Bloodshot in a comic and just being like, "Damn, bro, your movie flopped," because this movie did flop. This movie flopped like shit. Um, and also there's the not free books I got. So honestly, I think the not free books are low key funnier because oh, the Intergon universe. Some I don't know how. Once again, I don't know how to say this without just saying it, but they decided the people at Hasbro decided to team up with Image, who produced Invincible and The Walking Dead, and they are doing multiple different series where the Transformers and GI Joe characters live in the same universe. So there's a Transformers book, there's a GI Joe book. They're both ongoing things, but also multiple miniseries of all different GI Joe characters. I don't. I have to just let people sit with that. I have to let everyone in the world just sit with the fact that Transformers and GI Joe are together in these books, and like they're not even fighting each other. They just exist. There is like one crossover book, like called Void Rivals, but I don't even think that's really a crossover book. Then you've got Spider Man. I don't know what else I could say funny about the Spider Man books that I own besides the fact that Spider Man is currently in a gang war. Spider Man gang war. Spider Man is teaming up with She Hulk, Miles Morales, Luke Cage, and Spider Woman and Elektra to fight in a gang war against Kingpin and all his peoples. Bro, I don't know if this is. Bro, why don't Apple just take $1 from you every month? Apple really just be like, hey, rent me $1, nigga. Like, I don't get it. Why? Why? Why do I need to give you $1? You don't give me extra space. I do not get space for this dollar. Like, what is this? An existence fee? Fucking hell, man. And the crazy thing is, I bet bread if I switch from like Apple to Samsung, I'm probably still going to be getting charged $1 every month. Like, it makes no sense. Why do you charge me? What did I do? And then they don't even be taking the money for the stuff you purchase right away. You click $10. You click your Apple Music, right? You renew your Apple Music. It'd be like, all right, you got $10 in your account. Boom, you can get your Apple Music back. And they don't take the money. They let you sit with that money for like 2 weeks until you forget that you're supposed to leave it into your account. And then they want to later on be like, where's our $10 that you promised us? Why didn't you take it when you said? Like I had it, and then you like now I gotta leave money in my account. Like it's so goofy. Like I'm not gonna lie, I be using a whole like I be using my Cash App, bro. I put money into the Cash App, lock every card but the Cash App, and then don't touch the Cash App. That way, like I know as soon as it's time for that money to get snatched up, it'll get snatched up. 'Cause what the fuck, bro? Jesus Christ. Back to what I was saying. Spider Man is in a game war. There's really nothing else to say besides that. There was also a Monster High book. I didn't read it. I gave it away. But yeah, Monster High book, a Maleficent book. There's a lot of books. There's a lot of comic books. If you live near a comic book shop, honestly, just say go in and just ask the clerk like, "Hey, I like X, Y, and Z. You got a book recommendation?" Because they're going to have one. Like you could like the most degenerate niche thing, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, bro, we got this right here." Because like the amount of books about shit that just is weird is like there's a book series, multiple volumes about astronauts who go to space and make porn with aliens, and it's not played for laughs. It is a dead ass like sci-fi adventure make porn with aliens. I don't know. I haven't read it. I just saw that it was available to buy. I read the synopsis of it, and I'm just like, why? Like who bought this? But then there's 3 volumes of it, which means there's at least 24 issues, which means enough people bought the first 8 for them to say, let's make another 8, and then made another 8, like, and possibly even more. I don't know what you can really say besides if there's something like that that's that off the wall, there's something for you, bro. I don't know if this is an endorsement of the comic book industry at this point or just like pure shock. Because like everyone knows Marvel and DC. Like we see their movies, you see the shows, you see the shits, but that that is another level of wild. Anyway, that's my Oh, I also got some free books when I bought a book. So, because when you buy a book the same day, he gave me 3 free books. I read one of them. I want to get the next couple issues, but I'm also not trying to buy a bunch of books. I don't want to be a book whore. So, yeah, I'll be reading a lot of books. Also got a novel to read. I also got a novel to read for school and a textbook to read for school because I'm officially back in school. Guys, it's been rough, but consistency is key. I'm gonna try to be consistent with y'all. This episode might not be the funny thing that you guys are used to. I'm kind of getting back into the rhythm of this, but fuck with all y'all. Stay funny, stay safe. Peace out.